report with the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone to please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so tonight, the meeting now at 6:45 until 7 it's a public session to review our 2027 county tax budget. Unfortunately, we do not have a quorum with 3 members of council absent tonight. So we will go ahead and discuss the budget. If anybody has any questions, we just won't be able to motion or vote on it tonight. With not having a quorum, Cindy's gonna contact the county tomorrow to see if we can get an extension. If we do get an extension, we can just do this at the August meeting. If we do not get an extension, we'll have to call an emergency meeting. So the public hearing regarding tax budget, if anybody has any questions or comments, or Cindy, if you want to give a brief overview.
Well, let me explain, yeah, I'll do a brief. This is something we have to do every year. I've said it before, say it every year. We're the only county that, in Ohio, that still has to do it. Did it with the township. It's a forecast, it's a budget forecast. It looks out based on what we're spending. It goes back, takes all the years in the past, and then what we think. Justin and I spent several hours on this budget, kind of what we're seeing for the future, and it gives you a good forecast. It goes all the way up to 2031. It tells us, you know, are we gonna have money or not gonna have money, and so on. This report does not include the income tax because that has not been voted in. So I can't put that in there. And then, it also includes renewing the levy for 2027 because that's unknown also. So those are 2 things that, I had to leave in there. But it does does waterworks, the sewer, the general fund. And we spent a lot of time on the general fund and the safety levy and all that, so.
Cindy, so
Yeah.
we can get into this in a minute, you and I can talk,
Yeah.
but just a matter of housekeeping, we need the roll call real
Oh.
quick before we move
Yep.
forward in discussion. It's my fault, I apologize. Penny, can you call the roll?
Mr. Burns,
Yep. Here.
Ms. Angeline,
Here.
Ms. Meyer, Ms. Bolton, Mr. Babel,
Here.
Ms. Kemp.
For council members, Ms. Myers had previously told us that she was going to be out of town for tonight's meeting. Mrs. Bolton is dealing with a family emergency this evening. That's why she's not available. And Mrs. Kemp had sent out an email to council as to why she will not be present tonight. If anyone wants to motion to excuse anyone, it's open to that. Excuse anyone?
We need a motion to excuse each member, well, one member separately, so it'll be 3 roll calls.
Motion to excuse Linda.
There's been motion to excuse Linda Bolton's absent at tonight's meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
Mrs. Angeline has motioned to excuse Linda Bolton's absence this evening, second by Mr. Burns. Can I have a roll call? Penny?
Mr. Burns.
Yes.
Ms. Angeline,
Yes.
Mr. Babel.
Yay. Move to excuse Ms. Meyer.
Second.
Mr. Burns has motioned to excuse Mrs. Myers' absence tonight. It was seconded by Mr. Babel. Can I have a roll call? Penny?
Mr. Burns,
Yes.
Ms. Angeline,
Yes.
Mr. Babel.
Yay.
Move to excuse Ms. Kemp.
Do we have a second? Second.
If there's no second, then there's no motion.
All right.
Okay,
Sorry about that, Cindy.
Yeah, that's all right.
Time it.
Okay, back in. If, I only made 5 copies of this report. If you want it, I think Penny has them. We didn't want to make 20 copies and then it's a waste of paper. So Penny will be willing to email that to you. It'd be a lot easier and save a lot of money if we can just email it to you. It's not a problem. So if go ahead.
Yes, sorry.
But if you want a paper copy emailed to you, just let Penny know. She'll write your email down and I can do that tomorrow. It's not a problem. Finance did go over this report. Justin and I spent one morning for several hours on this. And then the finance, we reviewed it and, and I know the board, you received it a week ago, and so if you have any questions, like I said, this is just something we have to do, but it's one of my favorite reports because it does kind of shows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, what I'd say about it, Cindy, is we have a pretty strong understanding of what the forecast is everywhere, except for public safety, right? So public safety is that's the elephant in the room. We don't know what's going to happen with our police contract after 27 and fire after 2029. And so at this point, we have to assume that the police contract could double come 28. If you look at section 2 of our current contract, it says that that's going to happen at some point, whether that happens in 28 or 28 or not, we don't know. But at this point, until we open negotiations, we have to assume it will.
Yeah, and it was kind of hard to do some of this because of the unknown, but that's like he said, in 28, and we're pretty good with current 27, but then it's kind of hard to budget when some of it, So, if anybody has questions or.
We trust you.
Thanks. I don't know. And this is not like set in stone either, our budget in January is the final, what we work off of, so.
Good
Yeah,
job,
do we have
Cindy.
any public comments on it or questions? Yeah, with that, we have a motion.
With that, we'll go ahead and close the motion to adjourn from the public meeting regarding the tax budget. We're not able to vote on anything. So, is there a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
The first one, Mr. Babel.
Second.
Penny, would you call the roll?
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Angeline?
Yes.
Mr. Babel?
Yay.